She bought coffee for the car behind her. It was just a random act of kindness on a totally normal morning. She never even saw the person's face. But 3 weeks later, a handwritten letter arrived that made her pull over and cry on the side of the road. You're going to want to stay until the end of this one. This story will warm your heart for days. Her name was Jenna, 29 years old, a graphic designer married to Matt, and a new mom to their 1-year-old daughter, Lily. Life was good, but money was tight. You know how it is. Freelance work can be unpredictable, coming in waves, and some months were definitely leaner than others. One gray Tuesday morning, Jenna found herself in the Starbucks drive-thru line. She checked her bank account. She had exactly $12 left in it until her next paycheck on Friday. She ordered her usual, a small latte, which came to $4.85. As she pulled up to the window, the barista greeted her with a huge smile. "Ma'am, the car ahead of you paid for your drink, and they asked us to tell you to have a beautiful day." Jenna just laughed, completely surprised. She'd heard of this happening, but it had never happened to her before. She glanced in her rearview mirror, trying to see who was behind her. All she could see was an older gray SUV with tinted windows. She couldn't make out who was inside, but something inside her felt warm. In that small moment, she felt seen, valued. So she pulled up to pay. Instead of just driving off, she turned to the barista. "Hey, you know what? I want to pay for the car behind me too." The barista raised an eyebrow. "Their total is $9.40. Jenna hesitated for just a split second. $9.40. That was almost a whole day's worth of diapers for Lily. But the feeling of that unexpected kindness was just too good to keep to herself. She had to pass it on. She handed over her card. "Tell them the same thing," she said with a smile. "Have a beautiful day." She drove off feeling amazing, singing along with the radio while Lily babbled happily in the back seat. By lunchtime, the whole thing had slipped her mind. Fast forward 3 weeks. Jenna was rushing to pick up Lily from daycare when she made a quick stop at the mailbox. Bills, junk mail, and then one single handwritten envelope. No return address. Curiosity got the better of her, so she opened it right there in the car. Inside was a single sheet of beautiful, high-quality stationery and a gift card. She started reading the letter. "Dear kind lady in the blue minivan," it began. "3 weeks ago, I sat behind you in the Starbucks line. I had just come from my doctor's office. The news wasn't good. Stage 4 cancer. They told me I have 6 months left, maybe less. I was crying so hard I could barely see the menu. I decided to pay for the next person's coffee because, well, I just wanted to feel like I still mattered. Like I could still give something good to the world before I go." Jenna's heart skipped a beat as she kept reading. "Then you pay for mine. The barista told me what you said. Have a beautiful day." I started crying even harder, but this time they were happy tears. A total stranger cared enough to keep the chain of kindness going right at the moment when I needed it most. Your small, simple act reminded me that love still exists in this world. It gave me the courage to fight a little longer. I decided to start my treatment again last week. Jenna felt tears welling up in her own eyes. The letter continued. I asked the barista if she remembered the car. She described your blue minivan and the baby seat in the back. I drove around until I found it parked in the daycare parking lot. I hope you don't think that's strange. I don't have long left, but I have enough time to say thank you properly. Enclosed is a $500 Starbucks gift card. Please buy coffee for yourself, your family, and every car behind you whenever you feel like it. You gave me hope on one of my darkest days. Now let me give a little light back to you. Have a beautiful day, and every single day after. With love and gratitude, Margaret. Please, I was in the grace. Jenna had to pull the car over to the side of the road. She just sat there, crying so hard she could barely breathe. They were happy tears, grateful tears. The kind of tears that remind you that life, even when it's hard, is still so good. She still has that letter. She keeps it tucked away safely in her glove box. And now, every single Friday morning, rain or shine, Jenna goes through that same Starbucks drive-thru. She orders her small latte. And then she uses Margaret's gift card to pay for every single car behind her until the barista tells her the funds have run out for the day. Sometimes it's 2 cars. One time it was 10. She never knows who they are. She never sees their faces. But she always tells the barista to pass on the same message. Please tell them Margaret says to have a beautiful day. Because now Jenna knows a truth that changed her forever. One tiny cup of coffee can carry more love and hope than we will ever truly understand. One random act of generosity, one yes, when it's easier to say no, can become someone's reason to keep fighting. So the next time you're in line, the next time you have a chance to pay it forward, even when money is tight, even when you think your small gesture won't matter, I encourage you to do it anyway. Buy the coffee. Hold the door open a little longer. Pay the toll for the car behind you. Because somewhere out there, right behind you, might be a Margaret, crying in her car, wondering if the world still cares, wondering if there's any light left. And your small, seemingly insignificant kindness might just be the exact light she needs to stay here a little longer. And one day, maybe a letter will show up in your mailbox. Or maybe you'll just get a smile from a stranger. Or maybe the reward will be a heart that's still beating somewhere in the world. All because you decided to keep the chain of kindness going. Thank you so much for listening. If this story touched your heart, go do one random kind thing for someone today. You never know whose beautiful day you might be saving. I'll see you in the next story. Please take care.